messages, maybe.
Actually, I think I call her once and she got my direct line, and now when she needs something done, she call me.
Hmm.
I guess that's why she has my line. She's kinda smart, but street smart, not school smart, you know. So that's why she just called me because apparently I got the information that she wants, meaning I talk what she wants to hear. But give me a client, anyone that you know that we need to send the PIP demand. Get me one name.
Um,
Deli has one, no? Or Jared?
yeah.
Yeah, Barbara Lowe.
Barbara Lowa. Barbara.
Sir, I forgot to tell you, but the adjuster for Cameron Brown
Mm-hmm.
called today and he wanted to talk to you, but you were on the litigation meeting.
Yeah. Let me see. 54,000. Good liability. He wants to offer me something probably. Okay, I'm gonna call him after we finish this. Let's start. This just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's get it done. What do you have some bills, you know? When we're gonna send the PIP demand, we need to just pay attention with one thing. That's the hospital bill, because normally the hospital bill has the social security number for the client. Meaning,
And they can get the PIP.
no, it's not that. But you know, if you go after the UM later, the underinsured motorist coverage, they may use the social to get information for the client for other treatment or other insurance payments. You know, they have their system that they can get information, so we don't share the social with nobody. But let's
Hmm.
get this with the easiest one. That's the MRI Centers of Texas. The points that PIP, the adjuster will pay whatever he think. It's not like, yeah, she has 5,000 and dollars, she gonna receive the full PIP. No, it's not like that. They gonna, for this $5,000 that I sent, they gonna said like, okay, you're gonna pay like 300 each the each bill. They're gonna get the average amount, not exactly the full amount, but the average amount of the bill, and that's what they're
Oh,
gonna send to us. So it's not because it's above 2,500, that's this PIP, that they're gonna pay 2,500. They can't pay less, they can pay a little more, but that's not exactly how it works, because like I said, they do some kind of adjustment like we do when we settle, but they do this for their own sake. You're gonna pay just the amount that they feel that's uh, reasonable for the region. They get the average in the region and they pay this amount. So we have one client, two clients actually. The Whitehead, Tanya and Daryl Whitehead. What's happened with these two? Well, they have 2,700 and PIP in meds, you see, but only PIP, nothing more. And I send the PIP demand because they're gonna say, "Oh, I get 2,500 and settle." No, they pay 1,200, half of it, because it's the reasonable amount. So what are you going to do? I'm gonna file a lawsuit for $1,200? I mean, I can.
but if it's not
I mean, or
profitable.
oh, no, my fee here is $500 per hour. So if I'm gonna file a lawsuit against that in 3 hours, I get more than what they should pay. You know, it's not reasonable for them to pay the attorney this fee. So Mr. Hyde is gonna receive his $500 per hour, each paralegal about $200 per hour. So in the end, it's gonna cost more to the insurance than pay for the difference. But they insist that they're gonna pay the reasonable, and we have Tanya Whitehead and the husband Daryl Whitehead that's pending, which is sad. So that's why even though you have above 2,500, is not guaranteed that you're going to get the 2500. So you need to send a little more, like twice of it at least. So I talk to you later. So we have some bills here. We go to the insurance and we have the PIP here. Here down we have this emails to the adjusters. Just demand letter. Just put a random number, 30 days. It doesn't matter. He's in core to PIP adjuster. It's gonna have this PIP demand to the insurance. I just put before so they can bring the information that we have above. And also see if the adjuster is properly put work at PIP. Yes, it is. Nastasi, have no fucking idea what is this. And generate. When we're gonna send the PIP, we can have PIP for 2500, for 5000, 10,000. The bigger one that I ever saw was 25,000. So, and it's for a client, Lisa. I think Lisa is our client. So here, okay, there's no city here, but it's Cleveland. This letter, full PIP. Please send the PIP check. That's it. That's basically the email that I sent. But I know that this is wrong because I don't have the city. It is a problem? No, it's not a problem. This is a thing that's wrong in my Cleveland. Sent by fax because Progressive only accept fax. So let's download this. We need to put here fax. You see, if you put here fax, when they're gonna generate, they're gonna say send it by fax. If you put here send by fax and email, they're gonna put in the letter sent by this. That's why I didn't put anything. That's why it didn't say fax. So we're gonna click here. Hopefully I have the fax number, but also what we need to send it to, not only the bills. I don't know how much is the bills, but I saw that one was more than 5,000, so hopefully it's gonna be bigger. We're gonna put here the Memorial Pharmacy, Uptown, MRI. I know it's more than 2,500, so it's fine. And the letter that I just did. And the signature. And it's carried to Progressive. Delhi is here. But also I want to send to other. I want to send to the fax. 58. The fax that ends with 58 is the numbers of attorneys fax, and the 21 is the number for the client's fax. So there's the Progressive has two fax numbers. One that go to the client is sending a loan, and the second is the client has an attorney. I just sent to both so they cannot deny that they received this. So dear Corey attaches the demand with exhibits, deadline 1:30. I mean, deadline doesn't matter because it's a PIP. They're just gonna review the bills, and if the amount of the bills are bigger than the PIP and the reasonable charge for the bills are above the 2,500, they're gonna pay the limits 2,500 in this case because that's limit. And also we need to have the form W9 because these forms just have the employee identification number for the firm. So when they see the check, they say I pay this company. So they have like a person that they're gonna receive the end and send, and that's it. We just send the PIP demand. Now we call in about 2 weeks to see if they need anything more. They probably just gonna accept, send the check. Now what you going to do? You go to the negotiation settlement tab, add item, PIP demand $2,503, PIP Progressive sent today, pre-lit by fax, and there's one email as well, expiration 30. You don't need to put anything more, it's just to know that you send this PIP. Okay, then you go to the sheet 2020 PIP demands 1, Barbara Low. 1 to 2026. Very in the future. Very bad. 250 times 0.2. Nope. That's it.
When could be a good time to request or send the PIP demand? Once we got the
Above
enough balance?
something about if you have the bills and it's like almost 5, it's good. Because you see,
Because
like you see,
I,
the Whitehead, we have 2,700 and they pay half of it. So assume they're gonna pay half of it. So when it's nearly 5, you can send the demand. Just attach the records that we have with the W9 and the demand that we did here on the correspondence to the PIP adjuster. You know,
Mhm.
there's some letters here. One is
It's
the
the
PIP demand.
PIP demand.
Yep. So
Because I got Mosa Wara, he's about 100K, so maybe they can think reasonable
oh
to
yeah,
give
for
us
sure.
the
Yeah, no,
2,500.
yeah, no. If we have just one bill that more than 5, just send one bill. Don't send everything. You know, just it need to be like twice the amount to be sure. Another thing, it's not related here, but something to do. I saw that he has some compliant clients here, $100.
Uh-huh.
So this is like it's not a medical provider, but whatever.
It's like an other.
Medical provider. So let's get one Enly. Did we settle this one already? Archive. This is archived. Negotiate. Let me see if you can squeeze anything for this one. Compliance 0. What matter? She worked for the Corhua, Christopher, Katie. No, this is Scooter. It's not. I need
William Reeves.
William
He
Reed.
hasn't rhymed.
I think they
Yeah.
deny. How much did they spend?
Mm, he got about 3 or 4 right. It should be about 300. Yeah.
274. Okay. It's on litigation, so it doesn't matter. But let's get these records. So, what is the idea here? You go to insurance, liability. You're gonna add one. We never do that, but you know, State Farm. Open. The number will be the same, so you don't need to worry about the numbers. Because you know, it's like when you are trying to Louis Johnson and Ryan. Ryan what?
Sorry, when do we do that? Like hiding the property damage?
When we
Sorry.
have a loss of use, Ryan Polyphron. Like if poly if they have a throne, Jesus Christ. Oh boy. It's like this we can do when he got the car or when he sold the car or Louis Johnson. Or they have some transportation like we have here with Louis Johnson. With the what's the name? Compliant clients.
Mhm.
Okay. A liability and property damage is almost the same, so it doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is maybe it is maybe I need to send to liability because I'm a tard. Yes, I'm retarded. I put on liability, you see. Okay, let's generate.
Lots of use.
Doesn't matter. Loss of use. But when you have a car and the car has an accident, you lost some of the use of the car, meaning you cannot drive. So we need to charge A, the rental vehicle that you need to have in order to drive. B, the Uber expense that you have to use because you don't have the car. C, the tow that get the car that back on the road, that's $200 for the tow yard. I think it's almost this three. Let me see what I did here. So it's a loss of use. It's like it's a property damage claim we don't do normally, but now that we have compliant clients and some clients, let's do some effort to get this done. Look how beautiful it is. When the client lost the car, I have no idea. That's why it's important to know when the client lost his vehicle.
July 13.
July 13, great. And when he got his car back?
He haven't.
No, not yet?
Because they denied the liability. It's word by word. Maybe he
Oh,
went to litigation. He's still
they deny
sleeping on the
liability?
street.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got a bad example, but negotiation. Oh, they last offer 11,000. They deny liability, but they offer some stuff. If they offer some stuff, so they didn't deny liability. You see? It's disputed liability. They offer some stuff. I asked for 400. They offer 11. So it's a disputed. So it's not lost. Right? So what is the day that he lost?
July 13.
July. The day is right. Probably I made the correct form, so they pulled the day of the incident to put it here. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. Okay, and since today he does not have his car?
He haven't received any car. They offered to him about 1K to compensate the damage.
No, let's do some crazy shit.
Because he used to live in his car and now he lives on the street.
Yeah, let's see. I don't think what's his car old as fuck. Probably it's not something new. Let's put $100 a day just to be easy to call. It's not. uh, how many days between? Oh, help me, Lord!
About 150 days, something like that. 173.
So it's gonna be. I'm guess I think. Yes, that's the amount. They never gonna pay this stuff. No, this is insane. But let's do this. Let's do because it's educational. In my head, I said the 17,000. Am I retarded? No, this is the right number. Plus, what's the name? I just download here was compliant clients affidavit 27435 transportation 27435. That's it. So it's gonna be a 57435. Of course they will not pay that, but they're gonna make an offer. That's the funny part.
Where did we get the 17 from?
I just made up.
Okay.
What you should do in order to be properly is you get the day that they have the accident up to the day that they receive the car back fixed. As we don't have this, I put today. So I just made the number, and $100 for average amount of renting. What we must do is to get the same vehicle in the same region and do a Google search to see how much you can rent this car, and put a number here and multiply by the days that he is without the car. And with this number, you request the payment. plus the Uber, that in this case the compliant clients, because this is a proper damage claim. It's a loss of use claim, a loss of compensation. So the other, everything here is right. I put including a case law here. So basing the rates in the area is just made up. I just put $100 because they probably is gonna deny anyway. And I put here deadline for December 23. I believe that's the deadline for this towers demand that I sent. So let me change this for 130. Let's give it a month to see what they say. Okay, let me save it as a pin downloads as a PDF. What's the chance that they gonna accept? Very low for the rental, but for the compliant clients, very high, because they normally pay for the property damage. So now that we have here, we're gonna send this again. Let's see, William Ortiz insurance demand. Let's put January 3rd. So what were you doing here? We are trying to get a payment for the transportation or for the repair of the. Sometimes there's just a property damage. That's why we don't deal with property damage, because when you do property damage, we're gonna get all the bills that for the fixed vehicle and send the same demand, plus the amount of time that is without the car, because normally they have like about $50 or $60 per day as a rental. It's not unusual, but it's not untrue either. So it's very possible that demand of loss use. Home state, blah blah. Okay. So one thing, these state farm claims is go to liability and personal injury. The auto medical claims, state farm, goes to PIP, and the fire, home. There's another one that's for homeowners. That's fire and something isn't in the link. Dear, I'm not gonna humanize them. Dear adjuster, he's just an adjuster. Don't humanize. Don't give a name, because we don't know who is the person. This email, my client, this deadline, whatever. Just loss of use, and the only bill that I have is compliant clients. They're gonna say something about we don't have evidence about the rental, is $100 too much, but that's their job, not mine. My job is to ask. So okay, I just sent a demand for loss of compensation request in the compliant clients that we have the bill, plus the days that the client is without the car fixing, that's since ever up to date. That for this case, normally we're gonna have a range. I believe Donna make a spreadsheet with all the clients that have since the day of the accident up to the day that he got the car back. So we have a range. With this range, we can have all these loss of use send demands, because each one of them is like maybe $300, $400 more fees, maybe $1,000. We don't know. But it's like the same for PIP, but it's for the days without the car. So no demand. Non-PL demand. Property damage. State Farm. Sent today. Pre-lead email. Loss of used days without car plus compliant clients transportation 30. Yeah, I'm gonna upload because it's here. That's it. Another demand. I'm gonna get the 17? Probably not, but they're gonna offer something. So let's see. It's gonna be an interesting case. Most of the time they just pay the bills that we send, like in this case it's gonna be compliant clients, but If you have the bills, that's why some providers, if you have sent them to use this compliant clients or another kind of transportation, or if the client use Uber itself and have the receipt, just ask the receipt so you can ask it back. One that I got was Daria Rudakova. I got about 1,200 back, just requesting. They gonna send a check. Yes, Patricia.
For those amounts, do we need your approval or Mr. Heights, or
What
we can
amounts?
do it? I mean, if we want to help with sending the pips and the
No, not
non
the
lost views.
you can send the pips. Just send the bills above the
Mhm.
like twice the amount of the limits of PIP normally, and just review with the records there's any social. If you have, you need to redact it, but you can send if there's like twice the amount in bills and we have the records, just request the bill. For the loss of use, just is a bluff, just give a number. But if you have compliant clients and it's finished, you can send the compliant clients plus the numbers of the date without car. the,
Mhm.
the right way will be just have the numbers by day that the car it's not worth $100 per day. His car is probably old, probably is like $30, but that's the insurance job to counter
Mhm.
me. I'm just
Okay.
asking. So you can just bluff a number. if, if,
Okay.
if you have the car, whatever you have this information, it's nice to put, but I drafted the man in an easy way that you just need to change the amount of days that the client is without the car, the price of the daily, and the
Mhm.
final. In this case, I just sum the compliant clients and the days without car, and you send. You see, it's you don't need to worry about this one because it's a bonus. If you can get it, great. If you don't, I can take for the liability later. But yeah,
Okay.
you can send all. If you have any client who has used compliant clients or has transportation or has bills like tow yard and something that's for the vehicle like property damage, you can send as a loss of use demand.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm
All right.
gonna I'm gonna save this record so you can review it later. But do you have any questions?
With the Madrigal, the Mexican guys,
Mm-hmm.
their car was in a yard for about 15 days, and the yard charged them 1,500 more or less. We can use that.
Yep. Get this bill, send lots of use, and send to the client. We're gonna deal with that. Like I said, we don't do property damage. We don't get money for the car that's fixed. But loss of use is not the car itself. It's like a extra because he lost
Yeah.
the use of the car. So it's the time that he's done. Of course, if it wasn't tow yard as 1,500, that's what you're gonna request.
So we help to get more money.
Yep, sir. And ask a 5-star review after that. I always pressure the 5-star review when he's happy. It's the best time. All right, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, I said it will be quickly. It was. Well, I call you later to another section. And if you just text me, okay?
Thank you.
Have
Bye.
a
See
good
you
one.
soon.
Thank
You as well.
you.
Bye bye.